Hi everyone, this is Dewey, and today we're going to talk about the blockchain case and analysis about the Interledger. So here's the contents. I'm gonna go through with the introduction, SWOT analysis, DICE analysis, and the recommendation. So let's first talk about the introduction. So here's a simple picture to explain like how the Interledger protocol works. It's just like a protocol to help doing the virtual currency transmission and contact them together. I would just start with the background, I think. Since the birth of Bitcoin, the blockchain network of digital currency has become more and more forming a booming trend. But when you transfer and exchange value between different blockchain, you will encourage a variety of problems. For example, in purchasing processing with different blockchain currency, there will be a problem. Coin price stability. Current price unstable will lead to losing of value, and the transaction processing is too cumbersome and the cycle is too long. So it's precisely for such a problem. Ripple proposed a crossing chain value transaction transmission technology, protocol. Sorry, a cross-chain value transmission technology protocol called the Interledger protocol. Interledger protocol is not a blockchain; it's a technology associated with blockchain with some blockchain definition. So it's like just decentralization something, and it just builds the connection between different blockchain. I will give you an example to explain like how the old way work and how the new way work. So let's go through with the old way, the Bitcoin-based wire. So as you see, the transaction bank wire is usually take 1 to 5 days and going to like USD, US bank, central bank, composite bank, central bank, and to the UR or something. And why it takes so long? It's just like everything is going to need to go to the center and go back. And now we have Bitcoin. The way that Bitcoin do is like people going to USD, buying into the Bitcoin, and they exchange Bitcoin, and they go use the Bitcoin to buy another currency. It takes like 7 to 50, 45 minutes. And with Ripple, it's instantly did that. You can instantly do that. Because there's no kind of like transaction, there's no midterm, it's just use a protocol to just link it together. So if that one is not just quite good, I will have another example of buying the stuff. So the old way we usually do, like with different two currency, is usually like, let's say Alice. Alice want to buy a computer from Bob, which lists the price as a Ripple coin. Bob didn't accept the Bitcoin, and the only way Alice could buy in the computer is she need to sell her Bitcoin into USD and use the US dollar to buy in the Ripple coin. And there will be lost something as I mentioned before, it's about the coin price stability. Because the price is unstable, like you will lose something. It's not just the transmission fee or some other fee. It's just you will lose something during the transmission, and it usually takes longer time. So with the Interledger protocol, things change. The step is like Alice will share in a password provided by Bob through the instant message software or other like mean of communication. Communication must be encrypted like so that only Alice and Bob will know the sharing password after the communication. So Alice will go into court, which is as I said the third party, to make an inquiry and inquire that she wants to send, let's say 29,000 of the Ripple coin to buy in Bob's computer. At this time, court will calculate it worth, as I said, 1 Bitcoin it needed, and court will add like a transmission fee for 0.0001 Bitcoin. It's very small, and as a service fee. Alice generates the required Interledger protocol package according to the message format to specified by the Interledger protocol, and the target address will be court. So it's like you send the Bitcoin to court called receive the Bitcoin, send the Ripple coin to Bob, and Bob secure that and just give you information to Alice, and everything's gonna be done. Code will be the middleman, and to promote more people become a middleman, there will be the transmission fee, or the service fee, and anyone with two different currency account or more than two different currency account could be the middleman. And I explain it just take a long time, but actually in the real world it takes seconds. It's very high efficiency. So let's go. The SWOT. The strengths. So the Interledger protocol processes a method of cross-chain asset transfer. This is unicorn. It's not just that unicorn, but it's a unicorn method for people to connect the different virtual currency together, like the Bitcoin, the Ethercoin, or even the Ripple coin. Define the message delivery format in crossing chain transactions so that the sender, receiver, and linker can use the same message format. To transmission information to confirm the receipt of the message and get its own target address. This is very important because in before, as I said, people will just transfer everything into dollar and into dollar into other currency. It's kind of a centralization actually, and somehow it wastes time, and you will lose something, and it's very inefficiency. And this is like Bitcoin, Ripple coin, or even like someday there will be other different currency. It could be hundreds, it could be thousand. So without the transmission format, without the Interledger protocol, there will be a huge complexes between the different blockchain technology. So this is the strength. And also the weakness is very obvious. The potential linker are insufficient. So why saying that? Because as I said, to promote them to be the linkers, there will be a service fee, but actually it's hard like for people to have like a lot of different currency, and sometimes like will be causing some other problem or something. This is really really part you need to define. The technology level is not perfect. Yeah, as I said, so there for now there is still some different like problem is appear. So the first problem is like so when they're sending the message, there will be like something called ILP package, and it is very hard to for somebody if there's someone missing that, it's very hard to find it back. So it's just a totally lost, and that's a kind of problem you need to solve. And opportunity, yes, it's a very good part. I like it. Due to the disconnection between the blockchain and the large the large fluctuation in asset value, the application and the development of blockchain technology has been greatly restricted. Different technology, different kind of blockchain, different kind of virtual currency, and it greatly restricted by the development. It's true. Therefore, the interconnection between chains and chains is getting more and more attention, and the demand of the cross-chain coming from this. And this is exactly what the Interledger do. Oh, what the Ripper do and give the Interledger protocol. Sorry. It's very complex. As I said, the weakness is like the technology is not perfect right now. Cross chains is a complex processing, right? And that requires a separate verification capability for node in the chain, as well as like the decentralization input and the need to obtain the validate information from the out of the chain world. That is a kind of threat. Next, the dice analysis. Yeah, this picture is more obvious. Like people are going to the middle and middle going to the others with different two color currency, and the green one is one, and the yellow one is another one. So decreasing. It will decrease the middle step lost. As I said, the currency is unstable. And the IPR protocol, the Interledger protocol provides a solution that allows buyers and sellers to not have worry about the blockchain currency differences. Increasing efficiency. As I said, 7 minutes to 45 minutes is the way it used to be, and right now it's just seconds. People will no longer need to transfer their blockchain currency into USD to go to centralization instead of the decentralization, or something else can directly finish the exchange. Create a new method of payment. As I mentioned in the first picture, the Interledger protocol will be the new method of payment because there will be no longer a centralization controlled payment center. It will be going into a decentralization something. The IPR connects different blockchain technology together to build a decentralization payment method, and it will be mainstream the settlement method. Eliminate. Eliminate the traditional middle step. Eliminate the middle step lost. Sorry for that. I just got a mistake. So eliminate. Okay, eliminate the traditional middle step. For the bank, it's just going to the U.S. bank, central bank, and World Bank, central bank. For the Bitcoin transmission in the third PowerPoint page, it's just like people going to the Bitcoin and going back to different currency. Right now, it's just all solved, all disappeared. By using the Interledger protocol, it's all disappeared. Middle step lost, gone. Efficiency up. New method of payment created. So the last recommendation. I think that the Interledger protocol doing great, and Ripple needs to doing that as a constant work. It's already unicorn, and unicorn is important because in the real world, the unicorn always be always the only necessary stuff for technology. So maintenance is unicorn, and keep working on that to make it perfect. Not perfect, to just keep involve the technology and to make sure the connection between different currency more tightly. I think will be all. Thank you. And here is a reference. Thanks everyone.